What is going on today? Welcome to UtahYotas. We are here at DIBS, Dry Ice Blasting Services of Utah, and we're going to get some work done on the axles. Right now he's working on a synchro for a Volkswagen, and these are the axles for the N83 Toyota truck, and we kind of took them off the truck, left them kind of raw. You'll see all this heavy stuff on there, and you'll see him take some of that heavy stuff off, and you think it would be easy to get all that stuff off on your own. It is not, because it's caked on there. It's very hard. All that old grease and dirt has turned into concrete, and it is not an easy process. So anyway, thanks for watching today, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Kind of tried to give you an overall view of what it looks like to dry ice blast something very old.
But this way I can remember what I said, and then we couldn't get these off. These were seized on, and they had broken. They had broken one of these off. I had to make a bigger hole right there and put new threads in it. Because couldn't even push them off with the bolt like you're supposed to.
We're gonna have to put new drums on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
This last year's shit.
Oh, we'll clean her up. We can put new drums on. I don't care. I don't know if you can buy them. Huh? Can you still buy them? Wanting to do the inside. Here, I'll get it. Clean up the inside.
Yesterday. Did you? Doing some before and after that. I lifted some fat people yesterday.
We'll have to flip these.
Oh, that's easy. Or you got your screw gun?
Yeah, it's right here. But we can loosen them up. But we'll. We'll wait until we get one side done.
What's up with the ratchet strap? What's the point of the ratchet strap?
Keep it from spreading out on the top. I had to reinforce it because it was a little heavier than I anticipated. So I had to put this on last night. Well, and I had a little error. I should have done 2 bolts on the frame instead of one on top and one on bottom, because it moves. So it doesn't move now.
This is the dinkiest trailer I've ever seen in my life.
It's not easy to back up, I'll tell you that. Works good for this. Just think how nice this would be to rebuild on.
Yeah.
We'll just take this stuff, put them on here, and take all this stuff out.
It'll be really easy to do the axles and everything.
Yeah.
To do the diffs.
This one we'll have to flip around, but
imagine they weren't too hard to pull off of there.
no. This one I just set right on from the lift. This one's a little bit different, but
I like this shot.
You know what that is, right?
It's a dry ice blower.
Yeah.
Oh, is that our transmission?
No. What kind of? Where's that? What's that from?
Yeah, I'll hit it a little bit later and
See how good you are.
guys, and then get it squared away.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try and do my best.
Yeah, you do. Your dad knows. You know. You're better than I am. Now that you've seen it sideways, you know what it is?
Oh, just on that blanket right there is fine. Thank you.
You don't want earplugs, do you?
Nah. Appreciate it.
You need help lifting that?
See you guys. What's that?
Are you gonna put that in right now?
No, he's gonna take care of you guys, and I'm
Oh.
gonna come back. So,
Okay.
see you guys.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
How are you?
Good. How you doing? You don't need to take your glove off, dude.
Need me to fill it? Should have pressure washed it.
It's just on there.
Yeah.
It's just got to cut through it all. So.
40,000 years on there.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're seeing here. I'm at DIBS. it stands for dry ice blasting, and you're seeing this axle here is from a 1983 Toyota truck. This is the front axle, and where he's going right now, there is a ton of like grease and dirt from years, obviously from 1983. This truck was from Arizona, sat in the desert for a long time. It had some miles on it, but didn't really have a ton of miles. It sat mostly. It was a farm truck, and you're gonna see later in the video where my son and I were trying to clean up a couple of the spots that that he missed because I didn't flip him over for him. I was in kind of a hurry. Obviously, if I would have left him with him and he spent more time, he could have made it look better than he did, just because I was kind of pushing the time frame. But what he did saved me a ton of time. I mean, and it was well worth the money because the time that he spent doing this was a couple hours, and I spent like an hour and a half cleaning up just one small spot that he didn't get to. So that you'll probably see later in the video. He gives me a piece that gets broken off, and it is hard as a rock. And I there's a right here. You'll see this is cast iron, and so it's kind of pitted in the way they cast it. So you're not going to get a smooth finish on it anyway. But one thing is the spots that I didn't have him do, just cleaning them up. You don't really get down in the little pits, but that dry ice does. And so it really cleaned up nice and made it really good for me to paint. That being said, this is definitely well worth it. And you'll see throughout the video, especially when he gets to the brakes where the rear brakes where it's smooth. It just makes it like back to new. Where the paint and stuff is, and you can kind of see in this video right here where the paint's kind of pitted. Not the paint, but the steel is kind of pitted. Not to mention how it was casted and the rust and stuff. So anyway, keep watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. I appreciate this company and for what they've done for me. They've done a couple things. The first thing they did was they lasered the frame and got all the rust off with the frame. And he's got a laser that he uses to get all the rust off. Saved me tons of time in prep work, plus the laser gets in all the little nooks and crannies. So anyway, thanks. just grease, hard grease. It's been on there probably for 30 years. Those axles are 1983 Toyota truck axles.
I tried hitting it with a screwdriver and didn't even budge it.
Yeah. We carried a couple of these. Yeah, I mean, it's,
I think this was added on by somebody else.
yeah, that brace.
Yeah.
Looks like it. It's less for you to do.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this will turn out inside here.
Where at? Oh, inside.
Yeah.
It'll get cleaner. We'll see. We'll see how clean.
you can see as he's doing that, the smooth painted surfaces come out looking like, you know, they were just painted yesterday. But some of these other surfaces, these you know, metal surfaces that are casted, don't get that brilliant shine because they don't really have much of a paint or anything on them. So if you have an undercarriage of your car or anything like that, obviously you can go to their website, Dry Ice Blasting Services of Utah, and you can see some of their before and after.
Yeah, it's not smooth, and so it sticks.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot straight down.
Yeah, that looks great. Gonna need new brakes anyway, but
Should I get the bottom of the third?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You want to move it, or you can try it from there? That looks so much better.
Where else do you want me to go?
I think that's great.
You sure?
Yeah. I think you pretty much got most of it.
There's some spots that I just can't, like inside there, that just,
Yeah.
unless we took the brake.
Well, I'm
caliper
going to have
off.
to take it apart anyway. To take the axles out,
Yeah.
redo all the wipers.
But I mean, I think I got all the nuts and bolts
Yeah.
cleared out for you.
It looks great.
Couple spots. But I guess if you get it apart and you're like, hey, can you hit these couple things and I'm in town, like, I don't mind.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
gonna get the under fins on this,
Okay.
and I think we should be good.
Okay. That looks so much.
I told you earlier in the video that I was going to show you how big of a pain it was to get the grease off of this. It's been sitting on there for like 20 plus years, and it's just so hard. I mean, it's as hard as a rock, and it's like it's became a part of the truck. So I had to use a pressure washer to get it off, and the dry ice was the best way by far. Saved me tons of time. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching UtahYotas.